The hop is one of the most challenging things to teach within the triple jump. So here is a progression to help you teach the hop and athletes to pretty much understand what movements are needed. So what I had them do is just a quick 4-step hop to the pit. And what they're doing is they're pushing the ground away. And their main focus is to bring that left leg, the jump leg, around. Now, what typically happens is this. You'll have an athlete who is basically scared to jump and cycle that hop leg. And from there, what happens is you can see that they put their leg out and break. This athlete is basically doing a good thing by landing flat-footed. She understands that concept. However, right now, she's in a position where she can't get to her next cycle because of keeping that leg down. The ideal goal is to switch the legs, as in the left leg is longer than the right. That allows her to travel and cover more ground. So this is an athlete that you'll see typically. Another athlete that you'll typically see is an athlete that is completely breaking. As you can see here, she runs off. It's a good takeoff here. And then the legs match up slightly, which is better. And then from here, you can see that she's accepting a little bit more. This is actually pretty good. And then you'll see that there's a big decrease in her overall strength as she goes through each jump. And that's typically normal for younger athletes. And here's Sam, too high on her takeoff, which is going to prevent her from being able to jump. You can see that her drive leg, the right leg, stays balled up. And this is what makes an athlete cycle too fast, and it breaks because you can see now she's landing on her toe. So now her toe hits, her heel hits, then she goes back to her toe again, which is very, very counterproductive. And she's basically fighting this whole jump. You can see that the next jump now, she's able to cover more ground because she landed on her heel, but still is just already out of position, and there's no bend in her legs, so she can't get anything done within this jump. And then the same concept, this athlete is completely, I call it pogo sticking. So now once she immediately lands, her body's responding to the load, and it's just a straight leg, which is so much movement and so much effort and strength that has to happen when it's not needed. And so with all that being said, here's another athlete, Joy, who kind of gets the concept. You can see that she runs off, and then the right leg is higher than the left, and she's cycling and pulling the heel to the butt, pull the heel into the A position, and then now she lands flat-footed. You can see that it's just so much more fluid, and the goal is for the athlete to trust what's actually happening. So what I teach the athlete is to just pull that leg through and then fail from that movement of pulling the leg through. And so when you have this drill done completely, how it should look is like this. This was Dami back in 2019, is being able to push off, heel the butt, and then get that leg out in front, and then start to paw and pull the ground. So when your heel makes contact, it's not a break, it's an acceleration to be able to get in position and pull through. Then I also have another video on the hop position, and it really breaks this down. But this is how most athletes are going to look, and they're going to have that right leg balled up. But the main focus is you can see that she gets out in front of her and starts to paw the ground here, which is not normal for the beginners. It seems like it's far-fetched, but however, this pawing motion here is where the power comes from. All right, so keeping the athletes that go from here, towing, and progress them to something that looks similar to here and pull this leg all the way through in front of them. The key words that I say to the athletes in this beginning phase is I want them to see their thigh in front of their chest and then start to pull down, and they'll figure out eventually. This process, depending on the athlete, could take anywhere between 4 to 5 different practices. Just be patient as a coach and understand that they understand what you're saying. It's just getting the body to move in that progression. And yeah, if you have any other questions, please shoot me an email at info@KeinanBriggs.com.
Why aren't you on Leaf Squad yet? KeinanBriggs.com.